Found a map in a thrift store coat, coffee stain right over our town, lines and arrows, tiny notes, here be dragons scribbled upside down. He said pick one, any star, like it's cards on a kitchen table. We're broke, we're bored, we're stuck, but somehow we feel able. Let's buy second-hand planets online, slightly used, but the orbit's fine. Comes with mismatched moons and a crooked sunrise. We'll repaint the sky in our spare time. Yeah, second-hand planets are cheap, but they're big enough for all our dreams. We'll write our names on the rings in pen and spin that worn-out world again. There's a crack in the ceiling plaster, shaped exactly like a distant coast. You trace it soft with your fingers, say, this one's mine, you take the most. Bills in a stack on the counter, chips in a bowl from yesterday. But on the floor we're drawing continents on a rug that's frayed and gray. Let's buy second-hand planets online, slightly used, but the orbit's fine. Comes with mismatched moons and a crooked sunrise. We'll repaint the sky in our spare time. Yeah, second-hand planets are cheap, but they're big enough for all our dreams. We'll write our names on the rings in pen and spin that worn-out world again. Maybe someone dropped them, tripped on life and lost their stars. We'll pick up what they're missing, turn their leftovers into ours. Let's buy second-hand planets online, slightly used, but the orbit's fine. Comes with mismatched moons and a crooked sunrise. We'll repaint the sky in our spare time. Yeah, second-hand planets are cheap, but they're big enough for all our dreams. We'll write our names on the rings in pen and spin that worn-out world again. Found an old map in a saddlebag, yellowed edges, coffee stains and tears. Faded trails to places we ain't been, mountains drawn by hands from better years.
You trace the rivers with your callous thumb,
whispered somewhere out there's still room for us. We'll ride these worn out trails together, under second-hand stars that still shine.
patch up the sky with whatever weather,
Turn broken dreams into yours and mine. Yeah, the prairie's wide and the night is long, but with you, darling, I still feel strong. We'll write our story where the wild wind sings on this worn-out map and these faded stars. Got a rusty coffee pot and one good horse, a blanket thin as last year's promises. But when you smile, the whole damn prairie glows like the sun remembered where home is.
I ain't got silver, ain't got no gold,
Just these two hands and a heart that's bold. We'll ride these worn out trails together, under second-hand stars that still shine.
patch up the sky with whatever weather,
Turn broken dreams into yours and mine. Yeah, the prairie's wide and the night is long, but with you, darling, I still feel strong. We'll write our story where the wild wind sings on this worn-out map and these faded stars.
maybe the trail is rough and steep,
Maybe the river's running deep, but every mile we walk side by side feels like the whole wide world just opened wide. We'll ride these worn out trails forever, under second-hand stars that still shine. We'll paint the dawn in shades of whatever, as long as your hand stays in mine. The prairie's wide and the night is long, but together we both belong. We'll keep on singing while the campfire glows on this worn-out map and these faded stars. These faded stars. The lantern's burning low tonight. Flame is weak, but still alive. I sit here on this old porch step, watching fireflies and firelight. Your rocking chair's empty now, creaks a little with the wind. I keep your shawl across my knees, like it still holds your warmth within.
I remember how you'd sing low when the coyotes called outside.
Your voice would wrap around the dark
like a blanket, soft and wide.
We were two old souls on borrowed time, under skies too big to hold. Now the prairie keeps our secrets,
and the wind sings stories we once told.
Oh, the years have taken pieces, but they left me this quiet ache.
I still love you in the silence,
every night when the lantern starts to fade. The coffee tastes like yesterday, bitter, strong, and overdue. I still pour 2 cups out of habit, one for me and one for you. The stars look colder than before since you left for that far shore. But sometimes when the moonlight's right, I swear I feel you at the door.
if I could ride 1 mile beside you, just to hear your laugh again.
I'd trade every tomorrow
For 1 more sunset with my friend. We were 2 old souls on borrowed time, under skies too big to hold.
Now the prairie keeps our secrets,
And the wind still sings the songs we know.
the years have taken almost everything, but they couldn't take this flame.
I'll keep loving you in the silence
till the lantern finally fades away. Till the lantern finally fades. In an old warm saddle, under a faded sky, I ride along where the wild winds sigh. Dust on my boots like an old forgotten song. Sun sinking slow behind the red canyon wall. My coat sleeps quiet, no need for its fire. No powder, no steel, just an old man's desire. A tired old cowboy with a heart still awake, looking for somewhere the loneliness breaks. Oh, sunset on the dusty trail, golden light pouring like old whiskey pale. Oh, the wind keeps singing of those gone before, who never came back but still ride forevermore. In my pocket a letter from a girl back in Dodge, ink faded pale like the look in her eyes. She wrote, "Come home soon," but I keep riding on. Don't know how to turn, don't know where I belong. My horse walks slow, I don't push her none. Time moves gentle when the day is done. Every stone feels like an old friend I knew. Every cactus stands quiet, watching me through. Oh, sunset on the dusty trail, golden light pouring like old whiskey pale. Oh, the wind keeps singing of those gone before, who never came back but still ride forevermore. Maybe tomorrow I'll find that quiet town where nobody asks where you're from or where you're bound. Or maybe I'll stay right here beneath these stars, just listening to the night heal my scars. Oh, sunset on the dusty trail, the light is warm and soft, like a lover's veil. Oh, if someone's looking for a cowboy gone astray, just follow my tracks in the dust where I lay. Real quiet, barely a sound, just an old cowboy riding, not homeward bound, but toward the sunset, where the sky burns low, where the tired hearts finally let go. Wake before the sunrise paints the sky. Saddle creaks soft as I whisper goodbye. My old paint horse She knows the way we go through the sagebrush valley where the wild winds blow. She walks real steady, never in a hurry, while the meadowlarks greet the morning glory. Your memory rides here, right beside me, in every golden beam that falls so gently. Oh, it's you and me in the morning light, mountains turning gold in the early shine. Every bird that sings, every river that runs, every quiet beast beneath the sun. I love this life,
I love this land,
but I love you most, my darling. Hand in hand with the sun on our faces and the wind in our hair, this wild world feels like home when you're there. We've watched the deer drink at the crystal spring, heard the coyote call when the night birds sing. Your laughter echoes through the tall pine trees, sweeter than any song the canyon breeze carries. My horse lowers her head to graze the grass, and while I pull you closer, let the moments pass. No money in our pockets, no roof overhead, just endless sky and the life we've led. Oh, it's you and me and the morning light, mountains turning gold in the early shine. Every bird that sings, every river that runs, every quiet beast beneath the sun. I love this life,
I love this land,
but I love you most, my darling. Hand in hand with the sun on our faces and the wind in our hair, this wild world feels like home when you're there.
the sun don't ask for nothing, it just gives.
The mountains stand forever strong and wise,
And you, my love, you're the reason I live
under these big skies. Oh, it's you and me in the morning light, mountains turning gold, holding us tight. Every living thing under heaven's dome reminds me I'm never really alone. I love this life,
I love this land,
but Lord, I love you most, just as you am, with the sun on our faces and the wind in our hair. Thank you for riding with me everywhere.
yeah.
my horse, the birds, the mountains, and our love. From the purple mountains rising to the endless golden plains, from the whispering tall grass prairies to the soft Carolina rain, from the red rock canyons calling to the deep blue northern lakes, there's a quiet kind of beauty only this old country makes. I've ridden through the dust storms, felt the snow on my face, heard the Mississippi singing in her slow and steady grace, seen the sun paint the Rockies in a fire that never dies. And every mile I travel, something in my soul replies, this old American land, wild and free, holds every dream that ever belonged to me. From the Atlantic morning light to the Pacific evening glow, Lord, I love this broken, beautiful land I call home. There's a little white church standing where the cottonwoods grow tall, old wooden fences leaning like they've seen it all, children laughing in the fireflies on a warm July night, while somewhere in the distance a train whistles out of sight. My grandfather's hands worked this soil, my mother sang its songs. Now I carry all their stories as I ride where I belong, through small town lights at twilight and big skies full of stars. This land keeps on healing every tired and broken heart. This old American land, wild and free, holds every dream that ever belonged to me. From the Atlantic morning light to the Pacific evening glow, Lord, I love this broken, beautiful land I call home.
She's not perfect, she's weathered, she's scarred,
but she's still the freest place beneath the stars. And when the night falls gentle on her open wide embrace,
I thank God I was born here
in this sacred space, this old American land, wild and free. She gave her heart to dreamers just like you and me. From the rolling hills of Kentucky to the mountains of Montana snow, I'll love her till the day I lay my saddle down and go.
Yeah, this old American land,
my home,
my heart,
my song. Under the cottonwood moon, when the night wind sighs, I hear the old stories from the star-filled skies, how the Great Spirit painted the desert with fire and gave the eagle wings of thunder and desire. They speak of the wolf who taught men how to run, the raven who stole the sun just for fun, of maiden who became the first morning star, and the white buffalo born to heal every scar. Oh, the legends still whisper on the prairie wind, through the sacred mountains where the old spirits spin. They dance in the firelight, they sing in the rain. The old ones are walking these hills once again. There's a canyon that remembers the first lover's vow, where the river still carries their voices somehow. How Coyote laughed and tricked the winter away, so spring could return with the flowers in May. The elders told tales by the flickering flame of brave hearts and vision quests that carried no name, of how every mountain has a soul of its own, and every stone holds a story unknown. Oh, the legends still whisper on the prairie wind, through the sacred mountains where the old spirits spin. They dance in the firelight, they sing in the rain. The old ones are walking these hills once again. When the night is deepest and the stars burn low, you can hear the ghost dance from long, long ago. Feet on the earth, hands raised to the sky, calling the ancestors as the old world cries. Oh, the legends still live in the blood and the bone, in the howl of the wolf and the desert stone. They walk with the cowboy, they ride with the wind. The old Indian stories will never truly end. Yeah. Listen close when the coyote calls. The ancients are singing
through it all.
The prairie was silent, the people were thin. No buffalo thunder, no meat for the wind. Two warriors rode out through the snow and the storm, searching for hope where the old spirits roam. One saw a figure all dressed in pure white, walking toward them in soft morning light. She moved like a prayer, like a song on the breeze, with eyes full of stars and the wisdom of trees. White buffalo woman, come down from the sky, bring us the pipe and teach us to fly. With hearts that are open and hands that are clean, turn our hunger to plenty, our sorrow to dream. One warrior reached with a heart full of lust. A cloud wrapped around him and turned him to dust. The other knelt down with his eyes to the ground and heard her soft voice like a drumbeat profound. She said, I am sent by the great mystery to give you the ways that will help you be free. Then she walked to the camp with her head held high and taught them the 7 rights under the sky. White buffalo woman, come down from the sky, bring us the pipe and teach us to fly. With hearts that are open and hands that are clean, turn our hunger to plenty, our sorrow to dream.
She spoke of the pipe, made a red sacred stone, how smoke carries prayers to the great one alone.
She taught them to dance,
she taught them to pray,
and 4 times she rolled and she faded away. First she turned yellow, then red as the clay, then black as the night, then white as the day. A white buffalo calf ran into the sun, and the hills came alive with the sound of the drums. The thunder of hooves filled the valley once more. The buffalo returned like an answered prayer, and the people still sing when the cottonwoods sway. She will come back again on the very last day. White white buffalo woman, walk with us still through the dust and the dreams on this ancient hill. Keep our hearts humble, our spirits awake, for the sake of the land and the love that we make. Yeah, listen close when the prairie is still. You might hear her footsteps on the next windy hill. White buffalo woman, still watching over us all. Out on the mesa, where the red rocks stand tall, the wind tells a story that echoes through it all. They say in the beginning, when the world was new, the Great Spirit made everything shining and true. But something was missing, the world felt too still. So he called on Coyote to give it a thrill. With a spark in his eye and a grin on his face, Coyote stepped forward and quickened the pace. Oh, Coyote, Coyote, you trickster so bold, you stole the sun's fire and the moonlight's gold. You laughed at the serious, you danced with the storm, you turned the whole world from perfect to warm. He tricked the stars into falling like rain, taught the rivers to wander instead of stay plain. He gave the mountains their jagged, proud line and put the wild laughter in Coyote's wine. He stole fire from the gods just to share with man, got burned for his trouble, but still gave a damn. He turned winter to spring with a mischievous song, and when things got too quiet, he made sure it went wrong. Oh, Coyote, Coyote, you trickster so bold, you stole the sun's fire and the moonlight's gold. You laughed at the serious, you danced with the storm, you turned the whole world from perfect to warm. Sometimes he cries when the night is too deep, sometimes he laughs so the whole canyon weeps. He's the fool and the teacher, the shadow and light, the chaos that brings the world back to life. So when you hear laughing under the desert moon, don't be afraid, it's just Coyote's tune. He's still out there running, still breaking the rules. reminding us all that life's meant for fools. Oh, coyote, coyote, keep running free, keep stealing the stars for you and for me. As long as you're laughing, the world stays alive. Thank you, old trickster, for helping us thrive. Yeah. Listen close when the coyote calls. That's the sound of the world learning how to laugh. High above the sacred mountains, where the morning mist is born, soars the mighty eagle, with feathers touched by dawn. He rides the silent currents, where no mortal dares to fly, carrying prayers from the people up into the endless sky. With eyes that see forever and a heart that knows no fear, watches over valleys, over rivers crystal clear. When the people lay tobacco and send their hopes above, the eagle catches every whisper on the wings of love. Oh, eagle, fly higher, closer to the sun, messenger of the Great Spirit, Holy One. From the earth we send our dreams, from the heart we send our song. Carry them gently where they belong. In the old times they tell us he brought the first light of day, opened his golden wings, chase the night away. He taught the warriors courage, taught the elders how to see the quiet truth that lives beyond what mortal eyes can be. When the storm clouds gather heavy and the thunder starts to roar, he circles calm above them, knowing what the heavens have in store. And when a soul is leaving on its final earthly flight, the eagle guides it gently toward the great light. Oh, eagle, fly higher, close
our dreams. From the heart we send our song. Carry them gently where they belong. His shadow on the prairie is a blessing from above, a sign that we are never truly lost in earthly love. For every feather fallen is a prayer that still remains, a bridge between two worlds that forever stays. Oh, eagle, fly higher, teach us how to rise with open hearts and humble eyes. Let your wings remind us as we walk upon this land, we are all connected by the Great Spirit's hand. Yeah, when you see him circling slow against the morning blue, remember the old ones and the prayers they send through you. Wings of the Great Spirit, watching over me and you.
When the moon hangs silver over the frozen hills, and the night wind carries a lonely call that chills, they'd say the first wolf walked out of the Great Spirit's dream, with eyes like burning embers and a heart that never screams. He taught the people how to hunt with honor and with grace, how to share the kill together, leave no hunger in the chase, how to move like silent shadows through the deep and drifting snow, and how to sing to ancestors when the winter winds would blow. Oh, brother wolf, teacher of the wild, guardian of the pack, spirit undefiled, you walk between two worlds, the darkness and the light. Show us how to live with courage through the longest night. He gave the warrior strength to face the storm and fear, taught the mothers how to protect what they hold dear. When the buffalo were plenty and when the game grew thin, Wolf reminded every hunter, take only what you need, my kin. He is loyalty unbroken, he is freedom without chain. He howls for those who've fallen,
He howls through joy and pain.
And when a man has lost his way beneath the starry dome, they say, oh, brother wolf will lead that lost soul home.
Oh, brother wolf, teacher of the wild,
guardian of the pack,
spirit undefiled,
you walk between two worlds,
the darkness and the light.
Show us how to live with courage through the longest night.
In the quiet of the forest, when your fire burns low, listen for his footsteps in the freshly fallen snow.
He does not come to harm you, he comes to make you see the wild heart still beating inside you and me.
Oh, brother wolf, keep running through the years,
through joy and through the sorrow,
through laughter and through tears.
Teach us to be faithful,
teach us to be strong.
And when our time is over,
sing our spirits home.
Yeah, when you hear him howling underneath the pale moonlight, know the old ones still are walking with us through the night. Brother